Hey guys, welcome to the 11th video of the series, JavaScript Simplified from Computing Genie. In this video, we'll be looking into negative numbers in JavaScript and also learn about the decrement operator. In the last video, we talked about operator precedence and some of the rules you had to follow to achieve the right answer for your equation. If you hadn't watched that yet or the videos uploaded earlier in this course, I'll leave a card above and you can check them out. Now that's out of the way, let's open up VS Code and take a look at negative numbers and the decrement operator. Negative numbers in JavaScript have similar properties and rules that you may be knowing from math class. So let's get some new values over here. Let's type in -20 for starters and run our code to see if this value is being displayed. And as we expected, we can see that -20 is being displayed in our browser, suggesting that everything works just fine. Now let's feed in multiple values in our code editor and see what results we receive. So we can type in 20 minus -3, but you can see that there is this red squiggly line notifying us that there is an error in this line of code, and there is. The problem with this line of code is that what we have used here is called a decrement operator, which I'll get to shortly. But for now, the solution for this error is to have a blank space between the two minus signs in your line of code, and the error would disappear. Once we have done that and saved our code, you can see that our browser shows us the expected answer of 23, since negative times negative is equal to positive or plus. One thing you can improve upon your line of code is that you could add parentheses in between the values to make your code look more deliberate and understandable rather than a typo or an accident. And once we have saved it, you can see that we received the same answer as earlier. Now that's out of the way, let's look at the decrement operator. The main use case of the decrement operator is to subtract one value from your total value. A possible use case scenario for a decrement value in JavaScript can be when you're using a loop function in JavaScript, and for example when you're creating a timer where the numbers are decreased every second. We'll talk about loops and their functions later on in the course, but for now, let's see how this may work in our current project. So we can see that our final value after adding the decrement operator to our show message function is 22, which is the answer we were supposed to get. And the opposite applies when you type in plus plus, which is known as the increment, and what it does is add one additional value to your total. And that's negative numbers and decrement operators in JavaScript. In the next video, we'll have a deep dive session with strings and how to manipulate string variables. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on the video. If you have any suggestions regarding the content of the video, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to Computing Genie with bell notifications so you'll never miss out on another tutorial. And that's it for now. I'll see y'all on the next one.